lovely girls, and welcome to the Lean Girl YouTube channel. It is Angie here bringing you another educational video simplifying the science of lean so that you can lose fat while living your best life. So today's video is going to be talking about metabolism, a buzzword that is very confusing to most of us. We don't even understand it, but we hate that metabolism. We feel like it's fighting against us. So I wanted to share with you a couple of strategies today that you can use to help you to increase and boost your metabolism, which means you'll be able to eat more food while maintaining your current physique. Now, for a lot of you, you're like, Ange, no, I still need to lose fat. So I can't be eating the same, I can't be maintaining my weight, but this is a long-term strategy, which can also feel a little bit scary, but it's like an investment, right? If you invest in increasing your metabolism, so even to me, a win would be eating more food while maintaining your current weight. And if you get to that point where you can increase your metabolism and increase the calorie level that you're on, when you do cut down again, it will be a hell of a lot easier, because if you say get your calories up to 2.3, imagine cutting on 2,000 calories and you're losing fat. I just want to paint that little picture right there. Okay, so this video is for you if you are eating very few calories and you are not making a lot of progress. This video is also for you if you feel like you gain weight really easily because your metabolism has slowed down from years of serial dieting. So you go on holiday, you come back, you 3 kilos up. This video is also for you if you are struggling to maintain your current calorie level, you feel like your energy is super low, you can't push it hard in the gym, then it's about damn time that we increase that metabolism and work on getting it up to a healthy level. Now, I was a serial dieter of note, guys. I weighed like 85 kilos at the age of 13, 14. I went on my first diet. I crashed. I think I was eating like 700 calories a day. I crashed down to about 50 kilos. And guys, I am so tall. So I was really skinny, like probably borderline unhealthy skinny. And then for the following 10 years, I just went up and down. I yo-yoed up, I yo-yoed down. I was always on crash diets. And in the process, I seriously messed up my metabolism. So it has taken me years and a lot of work and a lot of mindset shifts to actually get to a place where miraculously, I now maintain my weight on around 2,200 calories. That feels unbelievable because I always thought that I would have to like live on as min as possible. So it feels amazing, and I honestly want all of you to feel that way as well, and to get to a place where your metabolism is just furnacing and you feel amazing and have energy. And again, when you are dieting, you can diet at a much higher level, which will make it a hell of a lot easier. So snapshot, what is metabolism before we get into the nitty-gritty is basically all the processes that happen when you consume food and how that food is broken down into energy, into different chemical processes that happen in your body. So today I wanted to share 3 different strategies and different shifts that you can make in your lifestyle at the moment that are going to help you to eat more food while maintaining your weight and starting to build up your metabolism again. So the 3 things I want to talk about is firstly your maintenance calorie range. I then want to talk about metabolic adaption and how perhaps your metabolism has slowed over time. And then last but not least, I want to talk about increasing muscle tissue and therefore increasing metabolism. First off, we don't have to make any changes at all. A strategy that you can use to start eating more is to realize that you have a calorie maintenance range. It is not one single number that you like. The calculator says you maintain on 1,800 calories. No. It is very much more a range, and this range can be from 100 to 300 calories either way. This could mean that you are eating 1,600 calories and currently maintaining your weight, when in reality, you could also be maintaining your weight at 1,900 calories. You are wasting 300 calories a day that you could be eating. So the first thing that I want you to try and do is I want you to play with this maintenance range. And the way that you would go about doing that is to increase your calories slowly over time. And just a little caveat here, your weight might bump up due to more carbs or just more food in your system. So it is a process and you do need to give yourself some time for your body to adapt without you freaking out, cutting your calories, sending me hate mail, and you made me gain 2 kilos. No, it is a process and you might be pleasantly surprised to see how much you can increase your calories with your weight staying the same. And that's pretty much, you're not even doing anything, okay, to increase your metabolism. It's just playing with that range. Okay, so that's number one that I wanted to share. Number two, I wanted to talk a little bit around metabolic adaption and how this works. Often as serial dieters, we have lost a hell of a lot of muscle mass. Number one reason for our metabolism slowing down. So our metabolism being the amount of energy that we are burning. The metabolism is made up of 4 different parts. There are 4 different contributors to how much energy we are burning. So let me run through them quickly. Just a quick science lesson for you. Your total daily expenditure is called your TDEE, okay? Total daily energy expenditure. Within that is your number one, BMR, basal metabolic rate. That is how much energy you are burning just existing, okay? Just to breathe, just for your heart to beat. And that is a massive portion of the overall calorie burn of the day. So when you look at your watch and you're like, my watch has only burned 500 calories, I can't eat so much. That's not true, okay? That is your exercise energy expenditure, right? So that's your actual activity. So that is not counted. That is your BMR is number one. The second one is your NEAT. That is the amount of energy that you burn just walking around, cooking, talking. You're not exercising, right? It's just all of the other movement that you are making. Of course, this burns more calories. Little tip, if you are a huge fidgeter and you're like one of those people that never sit still, you actually burn more calories. But to be honest, I can't. Like the foot tapping people, I love you, but I can't sit in a meeting with you. I'm like, please stop the tapping of the foot. But you are burning more calories. Okay, then we have the exercise activities. So that is when you're actually at the gym and actually working out. And then last but not least, which is the smallest, is the thermic effect of food. So that is the amount of energy that you take to actually just digest the food. So you're burning calories just consuming the food. Now, as I said, the biggest one here is your BMR. And so often your basal metabolic rate, why it slows down over time is due to a loss of actual muscle mass. And secondly, because you are now weighing less. So someone who weighs 80 kilograms versus 70 kilograms, the 80 kilogram person is going to burn more energy just existing. So we are so fixated with having the number as low as possible on the scale. When you think of a super low number, I want you to think less food, less calories, okay? And in combination with this, when we are losing just overall body mass, that also means we are losing precious muscle. And as you know, muscle burns more calories for your BMR than fat does. So often when we crash diet, we lose this precious muscle, and at the end of the day, we are losing the fiber, the tissue that burns more calories. So now you can see why you're in a worse off metabolic place. At the same time, as I said, if you're feeling like you have very low energy, this also impacts your NEAT. So I said that activity that you are just doing without thinking, your body unconsciously tries to preserve energy and you actually use less. So even though you don't realize it, you are moving around less as well, lowering that overall TDEE, right? The amount that you are burning each day. So a couple of factors that are then starting to work against us. And by the way, that is why when you lose fat really fast, when you lose weight really fast, so say you do a juice cleanse, say you do a, 28 days, some crazy low calorie diet, I want you to remember that you are running your metabolism, okay? Because you are losing precious muscle in the process. And that's why, like, there was a huge study done on the contestants of The Biggest Loser, and most of them, because they went on really extreme diets, over time they were in a much worse off metabolic position because they lost so much muscle in this extreme diet that they actually gained weight on a much lower rate of calories. We do not want that. I mean, when we are older, we're going to be living off 500 calories. It's not going to be good, and we're going to have no muscle. And remember, muscle is the holy grail. Muscle gives you shape. It gives you nice curves. It makes you look lean and toned and firm. And that is what we want. So moving on to point number 3, I wanted to talk about muscle tissue. So if you want to increase your metabolism, you need to start working on building more muscle tissue, especially if you have lost a lot over years of dieting. And the way to do this is, number 1, eating enough calories. So this all works together. You'll see this all coming together. Eating enough calories. So no crash diets, no let me eat as little as possible. Very moderate calorie deficit if you are in a calorie deficit. Number 2, eating enough protein. And number 3 is to use progressive overload, weight training in the gym. If you do this, every bit of muscle that you build is basically an investment in you being able to eat more food. That is how I want you to start thinking about it. These girls that you see that are eating a shit ton of food and staying super lean, it is because they have a lot of muscle tissue, and that muscle tissue burns energy, okay? So just another reason, besides the fact that we look fantastic, the more muscle that we have, is we are also able to eat more food. So what I want you to take away from this video is, if you are in a place where you are eating low calories, you're not seeing progress, you feel like your metabolism might be a little bit damaged, you need to say to yourself, I'm gonna be alive for a very long time, okay? So maybe I need to make the investment in my metabolism to start increasing my food, to start increasing my metabolism, increasing my muscle mass, until I get to a point where my food level and my calorie level is high enough so that when I do cut it down, firstly, your body is gonna respond a whole lot better. And secondly, it'll be so sustainable and those results will start rolling in, because imagine cutting or having a calorie deficit on 1.8, 1.9, so sustainable, so much more enjoyable, and yeah, the results are gonna start coming in. So just a reminder of those 3 points. Number 1, play with your maintenance range calories. Remember, it's not one specific number. You could go up by 50, 100, 150, 200 calories and still be maintaining your weight. So play with that. Secondly, be aware of metabolic adaption. Every time you want to do those crash diets, I want you to remember you're going to be losing precious muscle, and over time, your body is essentially just going to be used to burning less and less calories. And number 3 is that muscle is the holy grail of being able to eat more food. Make sure you're eating a decent amount of calories so you can build that muscle. Eat enough protein, 2 grams of protein per gram of body weight, per kilogram of body weight, and progressive overload, weight training, strength training in the gym is the answer for those. So again, I just wanna highlight that it is such a worthwhile process. If you've been thinking about it, if you've been stuck in a cycle of super low calorie diets, give yourself 3 months. Give yourself 6 months and say, you know what, I'm committing to getting my metabolism back up, to focusing on building lean muscle. And I know that I'm just gonna be in a happier, more energized, more alive, flourishing body. And then I can focus again on fat loss if that is your overall goal. So that wraps up today's video. I hope that it was educational and informative. And as always, drop any questions down below if you have them. I hope that this is going to plant some seeds and encourage you to really get that metabolism thriving again, to build that beautiful muscle, and to just get your body flourishing and thriving. So I hope that you enjoyed this one. I will see you back here next week on the Lean Girl YouTube channel. Thanks for always watching and supporting and commenting and liking. And please do subscribe and like and comment if you haven't yet done so. It always helps to support my channel. So thank you.